G, E, but down. Yeah. Tight, groovy, with that feel, and nothing in between. Boom, 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 boom. Just imagine that, you know the thing that saved my ass as a bass player is that I had this Ken Smith that was the easiest bass to play in the world. It was like a 4-string, and the action was super low, and I could just play, well, I mean, I've never been able to play a lot of notes, but had I good technique, I would have been able to play lots of notes very quickly. And then my bass broke on a gig, like the electronics went out, and there wasn't any sound, and I was playing with this other band. The headlining band had a bass player named Tim LaFave, who is one of the baddest bass players on the planet. Right now he's playing with the Tedeschi Trucks band, but he used to play with Wayne Krantz and all kinds of other people. And he had this Fender P bass from the early 70s where the action was like that high off the fingerboard. You know, you needed like an anvil to put the strings down on the fingerboard. And I had to do a 2-hour gig, you know, with super high action. And I was like, man, this is so hard. I can only play like one note at a time, you know? And so rather than playing all my bullshit that I was playing every other gig, I had to just think about like, what are the most important notes in this bass line? And I'm gonna only play those because I'm like crying every note that I ever play. And it was the best thing that ever happened to me in my life because physically there was a restriction that prevented me from playing lots of notes. And at the end of the gig, everyone came up, the whole band was like, man, it's the best I've ever heard you play. It's like, well, I played 1/10 of the notes I normally play, you know, so there's a relationship to this. And every little grace note, it goes for everyone on the stage, every little thing you do on your instrument is felt by the audience. Don't think they're so dumb. Like, they feel everything. Every grace note, you know, whether you're playing like that with your thumb muted, or whether you're playing up by the fingerboard or whatever. So think of it like that, and really think of each of yourselves as melody makers, not just groove guys, you know? Be thinking about the melodies that you're playing. So let's rock this bass line, me and you together. 2, 3, 4, 1. Be comfortable with the space. So that's D, A, G, E, right? Yeah. 3, 4, 1. Yeah. Hey. Right. I'll be later. Watch your grace notes. You gotta be comfortable with it. Feels really good to me. What's happening between the three of them? 8th note later. Right. So here's the thing. A really cool thing that's happening right now is he's struggling to get the thing in his brain because it's simpler than every bass line that I've heard you play so far, I think. And there's a kind of like accountability that you get when you have to do something simple. When you have one vocal line, lyric that goes throughout an entire song, there's like real accountability there. If you have 1,000,000 lyrics, you can kind of buzz through them and it's not a big deal. You know what I mean? It's the same thing. If your bass line is a meandering bass line, you don't really have accountability. But if that's the hook, if it's Smooth Criminal, and you play anything else, people go. You know? So I would say create parts that create accountability and that you have to play that thing. And then The next question you should be asking when the band's like, when you guys are like, yeah, man, this is feeling good. Because right now this feels really good to me. I don't know if it feels good to you, but it kind of doesn't matter. All he matters is does it feel good to him, because he's rapping over it, right? So let's hear how it feels. Rock the rap thing over that feel.
There's no lower than lights that I'm seeing, and the birds I approach, I keep on third wheeling. I just want a girl I can talk to and be with. Is that too much to ask? Because it sure seems it. So hold on to the ceiling while I spit flows with the smoke back out that I'm breathing. Till it's surrounding the atmosphere and I feel 10 times better after down in the pack of beer. Look out, it appears that the crackers here launching this rap career into the stratosphere. Head held high above the treetops. So if you're lost, I will guide you like soccer do ya. It would mean a lot if you gave me your full attention when you step in, so I can admire your skeleton.
Space, right? Which we have space now.